Crypto Frog in the house, Revest Finance, RVST, and extra special stream coming up because we're speaking to the main man. Oh, I can't log into Twitter, doesn't really matter. Crypto Frog 202. You can also be a subscriber if you really want. Link in the video description below. Quick price check. Bitcoin 59.1k, Ethereum 4.37k, and the token we're talking about today is Revest Finance. Pretty much an all-time high now. In my eyes, it has a long way to go. And I'm going to turn that down because I'm happy to say that I have the main man from Revest Finance. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the longest time to join us. Mr. Rob Montgomery. Introduce yourself, sir. Rob. Right. Oh, no, I think I fucked up. Wait, yeah. I'm going to have to get rid of that.
I think you did great. I liked it.
No, it's just the problem with live streaming, like shit goes wrong. Mr. Rob Montgomery! Introduce yourself, sir.
Hey. I am Rob Montgomery.
You're a legend. You're a legend, sir.
I appreciate it very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm coming to y'all tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Beautiful.
Stepped out of a party with my wife to come say hello.
Well,
give some info on what we're up to and just chat.
Well, I'm glad, so we can have some man chat while the women are talking about, I don't know, dry cleaners or something like that. But yeah. Anyway, see, this is probably why I got kicked off YouTube in the first place. But tell us more about Revest Finance, because I have like 6 or 7 financial NFTs, RVSTs, and I'm loving it. I managed to get in like pretty early at like under 15 cents, and now we're at 45 cents. But I still think you guys have such a large way to go. I really do believe that you're going to be a future blue chip in DeFi. So tell us what's going on.
So I'm going to begin by asking, what do you know about NFTs?
What do I know about them? Well,
what do you know about them?
Well, I know that the Revest ones, that you can lock your Revest RVST tokens into the financial NFTs, and you can do a time lock, you can do a price lock, you can have it sent to a different Ethereum address at a given time or date or a different price. I know you can put any ERC-20 token into it, but I know that if you put RVST into it, then you can get staking rewards every Friday. I've been loving
exactly.
But then I also hear that soon it's going to switch over to, we'll be able to get Ethereum every week.
That is correct, sir. So I will begin with a very general overview of what Revest is, what our mission in DeFi is, and where we are headed. So to begin, the core premise of Revest is a very simple one. In finance, in all of finance, not just DeFi, but centralized finance, there are a fundamental set of 2 different types of financial positions. There are the fungible financial positions, which in traditional finance is something like currency, and in crypto is the ubiquitous ERC-20 token. And fungible tokens can be exchanged with one another freely. So every single copy of a Revest token is just like every other copy of a Revest token. Every single copy of Ethereum is just like every other single copy of Ethereum. They're indistinguishable.
Yeah.
In centralized finance, you might think about every single copy of Microsoft stock is just like every other single copy of Microsoft stock, or even more fundamentally, every single quarter is just like every other single quarter in existence. They're all worth exactly 25 cents. You can change one out for the other, and you will never notice the difference. But there is a second, far more common type of financial position in finance, and that is the non-fungible financial position.
Right.
We've heard a lot about non-fungible tokens this year.
Yeah.
It's been a big topic of discussion. Everyone's going crazy for them. And when you think NFT, Crypto Frog, you're thinking art initially, right?
I used to, but now I just think Revest.
Damn straight. So that is our goal. That is our goal. And we see art. Hey, I love crypto art. I own a ton of NFTs myself.
You know, to be quite frank with you, I think we're looking at the RVST financial NFT on the screen now. I think your NFT, just purely aesthetically speaking, is as beautiful as any other NFT I've seen.
I very much appreciate that. We put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
My web dev James, he's a right lad from the UK. He will love that. He'll love to hear that.
No, they're beautiful.
So
I'm not blowing smoke up your. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass at all. But considering time is of the essence, I'm just scrolling down here and been looking at your Medium updates. You've been securing partnerships left, right, and centre, sir. And I believe you've also gone on to Polygon.
Can I? Yes, we have. But can I?
Go ahead.
Can I jump in and go ahead? I very much want to finish this explanation. So, generally speaking, you have non-fungible financial positions. And should you take those non-fungible financial positions, they are most of the market.
Yeah.
What we can do, what Revest fundamentally seeks to do, is to tokenize those non-fungible financial positions with NFTs, which is a natural fit. Our first vertical, locking ERC-20 tokens inside of NFTs and putting custom locks on top of those. Time, value, where you can set the price threshold that you want the NFT to unlock at, the F NFT, and it will unlock at that threshold. Or address. An address is totally customizable. You can set it up to be anything. Our staking system works off that. We have other systems such as combo locks based off of that. We're currently working on building, what we call an NFT locking system off of that. We're working on building derivatives off of that. There is a vast array of these non-fungible financial positions in DeFi that currently are either locked in proprietary marketplaces or are stuck inside ERC-20s in the most clunky way imaginable. And we are going to set those positions free. We are going to give them a non-fungible token that will allow them to be fully encapsulated and represented and traded on the open market.
Yeah.
That is the mission of Revest.
Yeah, I mean, it's terribly exciting. And really, I can't think of any other project in crypto that has the kind of scope and what you're looking to build and what have built already. I think you're basically out on your own with no one else around you. So it makes it even harder if anyone comes along and tries to cut your grass in this part of the crypto world. But was this your idea from years gone by, or how did this come about?
That's a very complicated question. The true answer lies in that when I saw NFTs, I saw the .com boom, and that's what I was getting at with art NFTs. They're ubiquitous, they're exciting, but art NFTs are the way that pets.com was in so many respects. They are just scratching the surface of what NFTs can truly do. Yeah. Just like the internet in the 1990s was scratching the surface of what websites could do.
Yeah.
So when I saw NFTs, my thinking was, this is obviously a financial tool. What are people doing right now? There's so much to be done here. So I had that thought going in. Specifically how Revest came about, though, was that I was screwing around having finished my first NFT project, Negative Entropy. And I saw this, this is so dumb, I was on Beyond NFT, which is a site that allows you to do JavaScript-based NFTs. And as you know, the Revest FNFT is based in JavaScript. I'm sure you've seen how it changes from gold to yellow.
Yeah.
Gold to green. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's a web app, right? That's a web app built into the NFT itself. And I was on Beyond NFT was the first people to turn me on to this. Revest has kind of adopted that standard, adopted that idea, and I was on their website looking around at various projects because I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
And I saw this tracker that it claimed it was a live Bitcoin price feed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. This sounds interesting. Let's see what it is. I click on it. And dude, it was a panda jumping on a slot machine. It was a web imp, right? It was just an animation. It was a panda jumping on a damn slot machine.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is no live price feed.
Yeah.
So let's see what I can do. You know, let's have some fun. I'm a developer. I enjoy that kind of stuff. So I pull out, I fire up JS Fiddle. I hook in Chainlink's price feeds, and the next thing I know, I've created a live Bitcoin price feed.
That's amazing.
It was fun. It was a good time, you know. It literally it's still out there. You can buy it if you want. It's kind of just a proof of concept, but
tell us more then, because time is of the essence. I want to talk a bit more about the time lock, because you've made the staking and the time lock a little bit simpler in regards
I will jump to the time lock in a second.
All right.
I'll finish the story.
Okay.
So, I figured out, okay, I can do this off-chain. What if I did this on-chain? And the idea of comparing price to a set price was born, and that is where the value lock comes from.
Right.
So, like you're asking about the time lock, there are 3 types of locks. The value lock is the very first type I imagined.
Yeah, we're looking at them now on the screen. We're looking at value lock, time lock, address lock.
Yes. So I'll start off with value lock, and we'll go to time lock, and we'll do address lock. And feel free to jump in, ask me questions. I'm happy to explain everything.
No,
these guys,
you go ahead.
Kind of get people turned on to how they work.
For right now, it is the Montgomery channel.
Crypto Frog, don't worry about time. I'm here as long as it takes.
All right, bro.
Talking about this, you've got me turned on now.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
I'm going.
Sell it.
Value lock. I will tell you all about this. This is my baby. It's my first one. Way it works is we use a price oracle. Chainlink, Uniswap v2 TWAP, Uniswap v3 TWAP, which is honestly better than the v2. Big surprise there. To measure the price of one asset relative to another. And that may sound like, okay, well, cool, but you can set it to any asset. So let's say you want to lock up 1,000 Revest until the price of Ethereum hits $10,000. Cool. You can set that lock right now. You can lock your Revest until it naturally increases in value, because that does increase in value. Even if you aren't bullish on Revest at all and are just bullish on crypto, you can do that. Okay, let's say you want to lock 10,000 Revest until the price of Revest hits $10. Yeah, you can do that too. It's easy. There's Uniswap v3 TWAP. It'll do that for you right now. So that one's very useful if you're trying to hold a coin and want to literally prevent yourself from being able to sell it before it reaches a certain value threshold. Next, we got the time lock. Time lock is fantastic. It comes in big when you're talking about staking.
Yeah.
It comes in big when you're talking about, vesting systems.
Yeah.
So our staking system, we came up with this just as a proof of concept. But Crypto Frog, we are coming up with some more ideas based off this staking system.
Exciting.
We are generalizing it. We are making it available to the masses. The
so
staking system are you
gonna drop some alpha on the stream?
I mean,
come on, give me some.
I'm not saying that I've written a full ER-721 locker that utilizes that staking system, can take any ERC-721, lock it up, and allow you to distribute any ERC-20 to it, all on a single contract without the need for you, the ERC-721 owner or dev or whatever, to set up your own contract and deploy it and pay for all that gas. but I have actually totally done that.
Wow.
It's pretty much ready to go.
Bro, thank you very much for the exclusive. Yeah. That's amazing.
I mean, hey, man. It's going to be very exciting once we get it out there.
Yeah. Oh, my.
That utilizes the same technology as that system. I'm definitely not saying that I've written a version that uses very much lower gas based on emitting events into the Ethereum ecosystem, but I may have.
Right. I just want to say as well, I've watched the growth of the community in recent weeks and months. Like I say, I've been in for months now. But it's really impressive how big the community has gotten and how communicative you are with the community. And the community, you can tell, are very appreciative of that. But I just have one question that's always kind of boggled my mind. Where exactly, when the Ethereum rewards come in for the time-locked financial NFTs, where is that Ethereum actually coming from?
So, that Ethereum comes from fees.
Right.
And that is the great question of Revest. That is what we are working towards as a team right now, is how do we charge fees? We currently have $75 million, probably more. I haven't checked it in a day or two.
No, I'm just looking at
about that much
77,
in our vault.
Almost $78 million.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
We have at least $78 million locked in our vault right now. And that is a bunch of team tokens that were locked up as part of vesting. So, how much do we charge those people? By what metrics do we charge them? Do we charge a fee percentage? Do we charge a flat rate? Do we put all of our eggs in one basket and appeal solely to business? Or do we expand the protocol and appeal to retail as well? And, I mean, I can tell you the answer to one of those questions. We are going to be appealing to retail fairly soon.
Wow.
But the way that the F shows up is that we charge a certain fee for the use of the protocol, and those fees are immediately, not just on Friday, but immediately kicked right back to the stakers. So we have the fee engine active on it. It's immediate. Currently, we actually have launched a very early beta. Very early, I will say. This is part of the data acquisition process, kind of before we actually bring it live on F.
Yeah.
Because our attitude is launching on other chains allows us to actually charge fees at certain levels and see how people act when they aren't worried about gas costs. So that's why we've been kind of playing around with this multi-chain idea, if you want me to be totally straight, is that it gives us a good test bed to figure out how people are going to use the protocol.
Well, it's terribly. You know what? You dangled out like retail there. I don't suppose you got anything you want to share with that.
I can tell you. I'll talk about it.
Go ahead.
So, the way that it theoretically works is, and we have an article about it on our Medium. Actually, it's from very early on in our development cycle. Haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm seeing that there is a market and that there is interest. Options. Have you seen? You know about options? I assume you know what options are.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. Do I need to explain options?
Not really. I mean, if people don't know what options are, I suggest they go and Google it. I mean,
I mean, for those people, it's a bet on whether a crypto goes up or down, right?
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. We can just leave it at that.
Not a lot of good crypto options protocols out there, right?
Right. That's true. There
aren't. Can do that.
There aren't. No.
Revest can and will be doing that. We are a platform that locks value, and the basis for any derivative is the ability to lock value. So something of a proof of concept, something of a just general retail product to show people what Revest can do, how flexible the system is. And this is all built on the modularity that I've talked about previously. Our system is incredibly modular, plug-in, just very easy to integrate with. So we've built this demonstration / just retail-focused product, and it'll allow you to take out options, call and put, covered, of course. Crypto doesn't have debt, so you can't quite do that. But covered calls and puts on literally any two crypto pairs. let's say you want to sell puts on sheep. Okay, cool. Deposit some F, create those puts, turn around and sell them. You buy puts on sheep. Okay, cool. You don't have to own any sheep at all. No one has to own it. You can literally bet whether, for lack of a better term, shit coins are going to go up or down just with that.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's amazing.
You can sell these on any ERC-1155 supporting marketplace.
Yeah. I noticed my RVSTs are up on my OpenSea. I'm going to have to let you go then, but just I want to point out that Rob has his own, Revest Finance has its own YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm subscribed. I gave him a thumbs up. I mean, he's only got 265 subscribers, so do him a favor. He isn't Crypto Frog. He hasn't got like 11,000. But his Ask Me Anythings are really great sources of alpha, and I hope this stream has been a source as well. And I just want to congratulate you again, Rob, because I mean, what you're building is really remarkable. And eventually, one day, it's starting to happen now price-wise. People are starting to notice what's going on. But I just see a very, very bright future for your project. And that's not me trying to pump my own bags. I'm locked in for 12 months. And, what happens in the next 1 month or 2 months doesn't really bother me. But I just think the market's really crying out for a project like this. So I just want to say congratulations.
Dude, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No, really, I mean, I cannot think of another project that's doing anything like what you're doing. And I think you're just going to smash out.
It is so cool, dude. It is so cool to be doing what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just going to take a second. I'm just going to say I love being in this position. I love that I got to be the guy who did it.
Yeah.
Because I've seen this niche since I started big into crypto. This year, I've been in crypto forever. I started in 2012, Bitcoin, but I came back big this year, got involved, and I've seen this niche, and I never thought in a million years that I'd be the guy who can exploit it. Like, move in, take over, set up shop, and, be that person pushing that concept, It's so cool.
Yeah. Bro, well, I mean, it's amazing. Not only do you have a cool project, but you can just hear the passion you have for it in your voice. So I just want to wish you all the best of luck. And I'm going to do my best not to FOMO in and buy like another 50,000 RVST and mint another. Maybe I should bloody do that. But Rob, absolute star, bro. Thank you very much for spending a bit of your Saturday night. And get back to your family and have some fun.
Crypto Frog, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Absolute pleasure.
I really enjoyed talking to you. Let's do this again soon.
Yeah, anytime you got something big coming up and you want to jump on a stream with me, you've got my Telegram now, so we can do this anytime you want. Don't worry, bro. I'm a huge fan.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
All right, you can hang up now. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty. By the way, you can follow, you can give him a follow. Just type revest.finance and you can listen to Rob's Ask Me Anythings. I'll have a look on the live chat in just a minute. But really, Revest Finance is something that I think people are starting to realize is a project that's one of those projects that comes around just every so often, and a lot of people have a bit of a tough time getting their head around it at the start. But it's a trailblazer, if you know what I'm saying, and I don't think it's hard to be very, very bullish on it long term. And I mean, we couldn't get into it too deeply on because obviously he's passionate about explaining what it is. But as you can see by their Medium, they are just signing partnerships left, right, and center. Plus, Chronos, the guys behind Woo, they're invested in Revest They obviously see the need for it, and so this is like the staking period. The staking thing has been kind of rejigged. So to encourage people to lock for longer, like I said, if you were watching, I'm in the 12-month crew because I think it's mad not to be in a way. Like you get 14x the ETH returns if you lock for 12 months. You still get a very reasonable 6.75%, 6.75x, and you get 14x for 12 months. Of that, as of now, $78 million in TVL and all the fees equated to that. I don't think it's very long before the Ethereum kicks in, but in the meantime, you get RVST in return, and it's absolutely butterino. Froggy, you still in Metis? No, not right now. Hungry for more SS gravy. The audio fixed it because live streaming can blow up in your face. 3 hours Capital Wallet. Breezy, thanks for getting me in this at 20 cents frog. Also, you beat Shardy B, who was shilling it yesterday while you were hungover. I don't know who Shardy B is. Probably good for that reason. But yeah, I highly suggest. I don't suggest you go out and buy it or anything. Disclaimer: no financial advice. But at least do your own research on Revest Finance. Join all their socials. Join their Twitter. And I'm very much of the belief that one Revest. I think the market cap now is probably about 30 odd million. I can look back on this stream in a year's time, and I wouldn't be surprised if Revest is like $50. Straight up, not even joking. Straight up, not even joking. Sharty B. Revest ETH rewards kick in within the next 4 months. Dang it. Looks like I'm relocking my 12-month gravy for another 12 months when that unlocks. But yeah, I can't say enough about what... I mean, you just heard the enthusiasm in the man's voice. He's loving it. And when you have genuine passion like that, and a project that is basically stepping out there and doing its own thing on its own, I mean, what's not to love? Plus, he's dropping the little shards of alpha gravy. I'm sure like bigger projects are like snooping around, like saying, yo bro, how can we work with you? We want a piece of that pie. And Revest basically have the gotten by the short and curlies because they've got the position of power in it, and they've already built the framework and the mechanisms and everything like that. And Rob there, obviously a very humble guy, but I think also humble, but he knows that he's on to a real crushing project. I got to go because the junior frogs are going to be slamming through the door and causing absolute chaos in just a minute. Thumbs up for the algorithm. Hope you enjoy the stream. Subscribe if you haven't to my YouTubes. And Crypto Frog, subscribe star if you want to become a gigaledge. 145 subscribers. I tell you what, once that reached like 500, I'm probably just going to make round the clock fucking YouTube videos and drop alpha on there all fucking day. But subscribe. Hope you had fun. Until we meet again, peace out.